Hey guys, today's pick pile gonna be what you bring to the world. Got some crystals. These are 3 new crystals. I'm gonna have to do lives from now on because I don't have an editor on my laptop anymore. So pile 1 is this purple fluorite egg, and sorry. Pile 2 is this tiger's eye heart. And pile 3 is this dalmatian jasper. Okay, let's get started with pile 1. The purple fluorite. Let's see. What does pile 1 bring to the world? Spirit, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What does pile 1 bring to the world? I heard drama in my head. Some of you might be creators or entertainers. Or you just like the drama. Maybe there's just a lot of drama surrounding your life, or maybe it's not even you that likes the drama, but the drama just follow you. But we have the star here. Okay, pile 1. So you're the star. You're the main character. You're the so-called main character. But yeah, no. You do bring love and light to the world. You really are the center of attention, but it's just because you are putting a lot of light out there. It's just what's going to happen when you shine so bright. You know what I mean? So it's like you might get a lot of... You might be really sensitive because you're so of the light, and you might get a lot of like downloads, or it might just be really intense for you. But it's just because you're shining so bright, so you can't really help it. You kind of just gotta stay balanced. I feel like you show other people how to stay balanced, and it's like your light helps other people shine brighter while also staying balanced. That's what you bring to the world. It's like you make... It's like I see a bunch of little fireflies all lighting up. Like one lights up, and that's you, and then another one. It's like a chain reaction. Also, with your creative endeavors, she's holding a book. Creative endeavors that you do are really important, especially put it out there. People really like your particular style. It's really unique and really deep and satisfying. And I don't know, it's just perfect. So you bring to the world some really creative stuff with whatever you do, and it's just really creative. It's awesome. It's spiritual. It's real, you know. But what else you bring to the world is this 4 cups. Four cups. Yeah, you're maybe a deeply emotional person for some of you, or others you could be more like Aquarius energy, where you're sort of just observing deep emotional energy. But what you bring to the world is a complex change in the emotions and other people's emotions, like in their foundations of how they perceive the world emotionally, subconsciously. You also have a sense of nostalgia to you. Like, people think of you as nostalgic. You bring a nostalgic vibe, melancholy vibe. People sometimes might even get sad about you because your energy is just this kind of like deep emotional vibe that can sometimes be sad. And almost dark in some ways for some of you, but it's just how deep it is, I guess you could say. But because it's not shallow water, like the light can't reach all the way to the bottom because how deep you are, but it's very intense what you bring to the world. because when you emotionally express yourself with creative stuff out there, you're putting that deepness out there, and people really sense that and really take it and receive it very intensely. So, but it's ultimately this light, like you're a star, like it's a light almost. It's a light that you're bringing. Not almost, but it is. Reading Pile 1, we're gonna move on to Pile 2 now. Pile 2, this is what you bring to the world. You chose Tiger's Eye Heart. It's gonna be a reading. Spirit, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Academy Pile 2 energy, what do they bring to the world? A strength. Strength. One more card. Four Pentacle. It's like the little wheels clogging, or not clogging, but turning. I think I meant like on the little cogs, or I'm not sure I'm using the right word, but it's like they're all turning and they're all doing the little machine, like a watch. I don't know. Maybe some of you might do some like hands-on work, mechanic business, something like that. But whatever business you have or work you have is something that really gets the wheels turning, I guess you could say. And other people's lives and just the general, like, there are things that need to be done in the world, and if everybody was lazy, nobody would do them, I guess you could say. So there are people who are lazy, but there are also people who like do work to what needs to be done in the world, I guess you could say. And you are particularly helpful. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but you are particularly helpful. It's like putting oil in the machine. It just like helps clear the energy, or just clean it to make it run better. Even if you don't, well, I feel like for a good bit of you do like sort of make things better, but for others of you, it's more like you just are a really hard worker. Like, you're not trying to like do some great thing. You're just a really hard worker, and it really helps. You are an honest worker, and I don't know. It's just it might even specific work or business, but it's just your effort you put into other people, into things, and yeah. I don't know. Some of you might be earth signs. You're just really good at growth. It's a very nice energy. But with the strength here, the strength card has me so fucking. I love the energy here because y'all seriously are some courageous people. Y'all are some brave ass people. But between the hard work that you have and just the dedication you have to like being there and like putting effort in, and then the perseverance, like, how do I explain this? It's easy to be weak, it's easy to be scared, I guess, and it's a bit harder to have the strength, have the courage, and get up and do it, I guess you could say. And you're kind of that person where like you're kind of that leader person where like when no one else can stand up, you're kind of there, and you'll carry that burden. And it's not always a burden, but it can be really hard to muster the strength, especially even when you're like protecting other people, and it's just like, it's helpful. It really makes people feel protected when you are just that things will be okay because you have that strength. You make other people feel strong, and it's all because you had the strength to choose to like take that action and just whatever it is that you do like all the time. It's just little things where you have courage and you aren't afraid. Well, even if you are afraid, you don't give in to fear, and it's like you know that that's wrong. And I don't know, you're just such a good person. It's like I'm trying to find the best way to be like, you're so good, you're so helpful. But I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying it over and over. I don't know, I just love this energy. People really, really love your energy and feel like they need you because everyone needs strength and you sort of embody strength, so people feel like they need you. But that's crazy. Yeah, I feel like you're also especially helpful for the little guy, I guess you could say. You really help the people who can't help themselves, or you just shine a light that, you know, keeps the darkness away for those kind of people. But yeah, that's what you bring to the world. That's really sweet. That made me really happy. That's your reading, pile 2. I'm going to move on to pile 3 now. Pile 3. You chose Dalmatian Jasper. Where did my cards go? Oh. It's got a little bald spot. Alright. Alright. Pile 3 energy, Pile 3. What did Pile 3 bring to the world, Spirit? What does Pile 3 bring to the world? Some of you might relate it to Pile 1, but damn. So we got feminine energy up in here. Look. That's 2 whole queens. We got the Queen of Discs and we got Queen of Swords. There's powerful energy. There's clashing energy. I wouldn't say discs and blades go together as well, like fire and water, I guess you could say. So it's like maybe you can be a turbulent person, and maybe your turbulence can kind of show up as humor. You might have a dark sense of humor. You might laugh at really inopportune moments, or use humor to cope for some of you. But there's something about the way you carry yourself that makes other people have more of a sense of humor about things. Like, also people think you're a baddie, like just baddie, like you're bad to the bone, bruh. They like seriously feel like they can't even approach you because it's just queen energy. It's just like that divine feminine energy where it's like god damn, you know. But it's weird. It's like part of you is more practical, but the other part of you, some of you might be Gemini, the other part of you is more like calculated and maybe a little bit cynical. But like it's almost humorous in a way. Your cynical side is almost humorous, and you make other people feel humorously cynical. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but also people think you're angel. You give angel energies to the world. I don't think you think that. I don't think you think that, but it's true. It's like the vibes you give off, or like the aura you give off has like angel energy. I don't know. You also plant a lot of seeds. I don't know. It's like so many people are affected by you. Some of you might have like a following or something, but there are a lot of people who are affected you, even if not now, but in the future, long down the line, because it's like Mother Nature energy. It's just giving and giving life, and it's infinite, and you affect not infinite people, but it's like you affect people infinitely, and on a large scale, like just a lot of people. But I don't know. But yeah, you're more like, it's almost comforting the way you can be like having a dark humor about stuff, and people will think about that or jokes you've made like that a long time after you've said them. Just in their memories, it'll comfort them, or even just you yourself and your sort of dark humor about you, just even in your aura, and it comforts people. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they remember that for a long time. Mm. You have more of a darkness in the other two piles. You definitely show the world their darkness. You reflect by their dark. You're not afraid to show the truth about your darkness and just be vulnerable about that. And that, you know, changes the world because you're putting that out there. You're putting the intention to change by showing and being vulnerable and accepting that part of yourself. And that is really where your angelic energy stems from. And then you also be like really creative with your little sword, your Queen of Blades sword. You're really creative with your logic and intellect. Some of you might be writers, but you know what you're doing, basically. And people just feel like they understand you. They understand your vibe. They understand what you're talking about. You're just real. Like, they see you as the queen. They feel the weight of your crown just as heavy as you do. Like, they know that that's you. But that is your reading, pile 3. See y'all later.